Well, maybe we could just enlarge the conversation a bit to generally Pakistan's foreign policy relationships. First of all, what's Pakistan's official view of the Arab Spring?
This is where you're going to need us tremendously. This is where I say to people when we're contesting the Security Council elections later this year, you need a Muslim state which has respect and credibility with the Muslim world, which we do. The Muslim Spring is in two factors. One is a common factor. All the long reigning, and I won't say presidents, I won't say monarchs, I won't say anything, dictators, nothing. I say all the long reigning rulers of the Muslim world have had what we called American complicity. Think Oliver North. Just one aspect. I'm not even going to another aspect. Now, what has happened is people are fed up of not having enough, even in my country. If you look at the seepage down to the nations concerned, you'll find how people, let's take the best example. You aided Egypt with $10 billion 25 years ago or 20 years ago. And till today, it's a great example of progress and democracy and everything. But 4 million people live amongst the necropolis and graves of Cairo. You see, that is not acceptable. We have to create governments that are more responsible towards their own people. Too often in the Muslim world, you have had a very easy way, because that easy way means taking a capital into confidence and working with them at a stratified level, very high up in there somewhere. But the common man has tremendous pain. If you take a demographic map of Pakistan and see where did the Taliban arise, forget where they get their money from. You have not been able to control that yet. It's not from Pakistan. Well, when you look at it, you'll find that the poorest income groups are where they come from. It's a livelihood. It's nothing more than that. You've tried to give it various names. I mean, Huntington's Clash of Civilizations. What clash of civilization? They're killing their own. It's fratricide. It's civil war, perhaps. What clash? I mean, a few demonstrative attacks, which are highly condemned by us. Anywhere in Europe or America, we don't agree with any of them. We've condemned 9/11, we've condemned the problems in Spain, in England, everywhere. Of course we do. But when the Irish Catholics were blowing up parts of London, and I was there that time, nobody said it's a war of civilizations, Catholic versus Protestant. Or when they were, the Red Brigade was blowing up parts of Germany. Now, why has this suddenly become a clash of civilizations? Islam has been very strongly pro-West so far. I think to take it to this level and call it a clash of civilizations, and then there are the small discriminations. I know, for example, that my friend, the Indian ambassador, couldn't get onto a plane in Southern America last year because he was wearing a turban. And the first two Muslims that were killed after 9/11 were both Sikhs wearing turbans. Come on, this is not America. This is not Timothy McVeigh's America. This is America of Jefferson and Washington and all those great. What you have so overruling is the rule of law. You have protected it with your blood. You have earned
which
the
most
respect
countries
of the world,
don't have
right?
respect for the rule
No, I
of
think
law.
Guantanamo Bay is a smear on it. But even then, I think even now the American Civil Liberties Union, on the aspect of Pakistan's sovereignty, could have given even a small statement, which they didn't. I find that disappointing. But at the same time, they have so much more that they have done. So I will not in any way undermine that or try to say anything that is not correct on that aspect. But I will say that keep it up. You must keep the rule of law going. If anything brings this world together. And I've been fighting in the United Nations for a long time, telling people, let's have a resolution on what should be the laws of freedom for everyone in the world, where the country states would have to not just swear by it, but implement it, so that everyone in the world is empowered, so that even countries that don't consider empowering give a basic tenet. You can make it the minimum. You don't have to make it long-winding and constitutional and hundreds of pages.
But of course, the problem is that it's the nation states rulers who would have to agree to that resolution, and they
I'm
may
not
not be
disagreeing,
likely.
but there's so many things they don't agree to. Libya didn't agree, Gaddafi didn't agree to your intervention.